We go now live to Venezuela with images of command, control and communications exercises that are being carried out as part of the Independence 200 plan. We're seeing the images in Mérida, Venezuela, of the activation of the Integral Defense Zone of Mérida as part of the Independence 200 plan to guarantee territorial integrity and national sovereignty. As part of the Independence 200 plan, the National Bolivarian Armed Forces, the militias, the police and the people are doing a series of exercises and drills to guarantee peace, tranquility in Venezuela and integral territorial integrity of the Venezuelan nation. We're looking at the images right now of the Bolivarian National Armed Forces of the exercises as part of the activation of the Integral Defense Zones, specifically in Mérida, Venezuela, which is part of the Independence 200 plan. We're looking at the images of the military drills that are being carried out in Mérida.
Bueno, vemos cómo se despliega, la palabra que utiliza la Fuerza Armada Nacional Bolivariana es la desconcentración,
National Armed Forces are using the word deconcentration for these exercises and drills which are carried out in land and air as part of the activation of La Guaira and Mérida. La Guaira being an important coastal enclave for guaranteeing the territorial integrity of Venezuela, for the ports and of the country of Venezuela. This Independence 200 plan has as a main goal to guarantee the integral defense of the country, to guarantee national sovereignty.
Escuchemos ahora las altas autoridades en el estado Nueva Esparta.
Now, we're gonna see images of Nueva Esparta, which are also carrying these drills to guarantee the safe space of the country as part of the activation of the Integral Defense Zones of Nueva Esparta to strengthen the defense and establish control of the main strategic points for defense of the Venezuelan nation, to guarantee the support the Bolivarian National Armed Forces need for the defense and the territorial integrity of Venezuela. The activation of the Integral Defense Zones as part of the Independence 200 plan has a defensive exercises in the face of increasing threats from the United States. We're looking at the images of the soldiers that are part of the Bolivarian Armed Forces that are activating the Integral Defense Zones in states like Nueva Esparta, Mérida, and La Guaira in this moment in Venezuela. Personnel, materials, and the equipment needed for the defense of Venezuela are being deployed throughout the territory of the country to guarantee territorial integrity, to guarantee the sovereignty of Venezuela, and to combat the enemy, to defend the country in the face of the increasing aggressions and threats by the United States government, to guarantee security, the defense of the homeland of Venezuela. We're looking at the images of the soldiers as part of their drills activation of the integral defense zones of states like Nueva Esparta, Mérida, and La Guaira, which is in the context of the Independence 200 plan to guarantee that is a joint effort between the Bolivarian National Armed Forces, the people of Venezuela, and the police to guarantee territorial integrity, to guarantee the sovereignty of Venezuela, to guarantee the defense of Venezuela in the face of increasing aggressions by the United States.
Chávez vive mi comandante en jefe, siendo las 00:15 horas del día 11 de noviembre de 2025. Nos encontramos en el fuerte Conopoima.
At midnight on November 11, in the state Guárico, there's the activation of the integral defense zone of the state to ensure the deployment of the Bolivarian National Armed Forces to secure the integrity and the sovereignty of Venezuela, to defend Venezuela.
En este momento se ordena la desconcentración y preservación de los medios y fuerzas en todo el territorio
As of now, in Venezuela, the deconcentration, which is the word the Bolivarian National Armed Forces have been using to describe this kind of exercises, are being activated for equipment and personnel from the Bolivarian National Armed Forces and the police as part of the Independence 200 plan that is being deployed in several integral defense zones throughout the country. Now, in this moment, we're seeing images in the state Guárico. And we're going now to look images in the state of Sucre, which is also carrying out the activation of the operational zone of integral defense and the deployment of the deconcentration for the aerial defense media, for the aerial defense personnel material deployment as part of the Independence 200 plan.
Dirección de tiro, ¡esta!
We just saw images live from Venezuela, where in several states of Venezuela, the deployment of the integral and the activation of the integral defense zones of the country as part of the Independence 200 plan is being carried out. Now, we'll be back with more news updates.